Did you guys hear recently there's been an indictment put forth, at least an indictment inquiry of Joe Biden? And I'm like, wow, McCarthy took you long enough. But that's crazy. With all the evidence they had, they are finally indicting this man. But I want you to listen to, I think that's Chuck Schumer. I want you to listen to how he's trying to justify this whole idea. And we're also going to listen to the media trying to act like they don't know why this is going on. It's pretty amazing listening to that. But the Republicans also came. Representative Scott Perry kind of ripped through this reporter asking silly questions. And it was pretty amazing watching this. This is a good video. Let's take a listen to it.
Impeachment inquiry is absurd. The American people want us to do something that will make their lives better, not go off on these chases and witch hunts.
These sorts of poking around inquiries are nothing but a wild goose chase.
There is no evidence of any criminality or wrongdoing by Joe Biden.
There is zero evidence of any malfeasance on the part of President Joe Biden.
There's no evidence so far that ties Joe Biden to any of this.
This has been looked at. We've looked at it. Other people have looked at it. The House Republicans have looked at it, and they've produced no evidence of that.
You've got a crush of Republican voices saying there's no there.
There's just no evidence. So this is all smoke and no fire.
There is no evidence to back an impeachment. What a waste of time and money, and really a reckless.
If Donald Trump were not demanding impeachment, does anybody think this would be going on?
The truth is that the president, as he has said publicly for years, calls his family every day to check in. He calls his son every day to check in. He calls his other family members to check in to see how they're doing. He loves them. They're a tight-knit family.
All right, last question. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask, what actual evidence do you have as opposed to allegations to show to the American public that would merit an actual impeachment inquiry?
Okay, before we listen to this answer, it's interesting that they're saying there's no evidence whatsoever. But they were able to find enough evidence when it comes to impeaching Donald Trump simply on the phone call, trying to figure out what's going on with Biden and Ukraine, what kind of business shady stuff is happening there, just by asking questions, right? That was good enough evidence to impeach Donald Trump. But they're saying there is no evidence when it comes to Joe Biden's business dealing and what's happening. I love watching politicians and how they play this game because it tells you a lot about life. It even tells you a lot about the mindset. I can formulate a whole Bible study. I can preach a whole sermon on some of these people because the way they go about doing some of this stuff is almost like, are you serious right now? Like, do you think the average person is looking at this and say, really? No evidence, buddy? Like none whatsoever? With everything we know? With the text messages? With the bank accounts? With the money? With the people who came forward? With the firing of the what was going on in the Burisma, the investigator? All of that? Videos? Messages? Pictures? Oh, there's no evidence. None? Like, come on. They're all like, Biden has houses in all different places that he should not even own, making the kind of money he was. There's been different names he's used. There's email evidence. There's so much evidence that for them to say that, it shows the level of rhetoric. The media is really a propaganda machine, and their job is to play for the Democratic Party, is to be a cheerleader for the Democratic Party, and they just doing their jobs, and I get it. But it's like watching them and listening to them, it's like, yo, these people are so dumb. Are they that dumb? Are they that disrespectful? Are they that evil? Is it really that bad? I guess it is.
Family.
All right, last question. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask, what actual evidence do you have as opposed to allegations to show to the American public that would merit an actual impeachment inquiry of Joe Biden and prove that today isn't just about some of you?
Oh, I don't know.
McCarthy for the sake of enacting political revenge.
This isn't about political revenge. We have the bank accounts. We can see, ma'am, you can see that the homes that the Bidens own can't be afforded on a congressional or Senate salary. You also understand that it's not normal for family members to receive millions of dollars from overseas interests. Those things aren't normal. That's not normal to have 20 shell companies. These things are not normal, and it alludes to not only just widespread corruption, but money laundering, if not influence peddling itself. And we also have the president, or the vice president at the time, on record saying that the prosecutor was fired. Well, son of a bitch, the prosecutor was fired, right? Because the prosecutor was going after the company that his son was working on. That's what we have. If you can't see that, if you are that blunt, look, I'll turn it over to the attorneys.
People can't see that. They think it's political
It's
revenge.
because you don't report on it.
You're not,
We're
I
here
don't think,
reporting on it today.
I'm not sure how you know what the American people think, but here's what they might wonder.
Ask you about this news that Speaker McCarthy has formally launched an impeachment or has said he's going to.
Oh my God, really? Oh my gosh, it's devastating. Ooh, don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh no, oh no.
We're going to run back to the office, but
This could benefit President Biden. This could end up having ramifications for Republicans if voters who don't really want to see these kinds of inquiries all the time feel like this is going too far.
These people are something else, boy. They are something else to listen to. They are something else. I tell you what. Anyway, man, let's spend some time with my man here. So we're gonna listen to the first few minutes of this video of President Trump, because I'm done with these politicians. This is why I'm voting for Trump.